Come on, let me select the stream. There we go. All right. Let's get started with this. So we have Thomas here. And I think we're just going to start with something kind of interesting, which is a challenge that has been done by a few of the other YouTubers in the Thomas community, such as Unlucky Tug and Stephanie55 and such like that, where the challenge is getting Gordon from Knapford in 4 fully loaded coaches all the way down to Vickerstown. And I think the record that was set on this was 16:55, something like that. I don't have a speedrun timer installed, and I don't know how to work around that, so I'm just gonna do it. Plus, this isn't gonna be for serious. I just want to try and get it as fast as I can. I've actually done tests of this myself, just because I thought it would be fun. Nope, stopwatch. That's what I want. So I'm gonna do it on my phone. So what we need to do is, I think they said start on platform 3 here. And we just need to grab Gordon with the 4 red coaches. Where are they? Okay, 4 red coaches loaded. Okay, that. Set them here. There we go. There's our boy. I am amazed with this game that they didn't make anything. That this is not like creepy or uncanny. This actually just looks fine. It's kind of amazing how this just kind of looks fine. Oh, look at that. Like, you would think it's like something like this. It's like, oh, how is this going to get translated? Is it going to look weird and creepy as you as a normal person with this gigantic face on a train? No, this actually looks fine because it's just cartoony enough to get away with it. Nope. Come on. Close the door. Sit in the seat. Now we need to set path to here. We're going to set it to the end of the platform here on 2. I want to go to 3 here. Back up the camera a bit because I like a good perspective. There we go. I'm not going to be able to move the camera much because that requires too many button presses. No, stopwatch. Why do you betray me? Don't close. Alright, let's do this. Here we go. Off we go. A roar down the tracks. Yeah. All right. This game has been really fun. I have been playing around with it for a week now, and it is so enjoyable. I love it so much. Like, this is the type of stuff, this is what I grew up on here. I grew up on the model series of Thomas. Boy, with the narration of George Carlin. Yeah, luckily there's only 2 points that we need to slow down for. One is way up the line where we switch tracks. If we hit that too fast, we will derail. And then the second one is when we stop. So until then, we can just roar right along. Let's go! Let's go! Okay. All right. Hurry! Go, go, go! Come on, Gordon. Let's get down there. Fast as we can. Look at him go. Go. Yeah, he's happy, and now he's sulking or something. I don't know. Is he angry now? Oh, I like the detail on that too, where it's like the track actually like tilts when you hit a bend, because that's how it is in real life. Because that makes it. Because if you ever drive on the roads, like the roads are like that as well. If you hit like turns or bends, the roads are like tilted in that direction, because that makes it easier to make the turns, and it's also less effort on you and your car, and on the case, the trains. Like, the more tilt there is, the more that you're essentially just traveling on a straight line. That's one of those tricks where it's like if you ever look at like a NASCAR track or something, and if you notice the turns on those tracks are like really banked, like almost sideways. And that's because it's like they hit those bends and they are essentially just going straight around a turn. Like, they barely have to turn the wheel. In this case, the more banking you have, the more sharper of a curve you can have on a rail. So I really like that. Yeah, look at that. This game looks so good. It really does. Woo! Traveling along the side here. Okay. Oh, we're already at Gordon's Hill. Nice. Which in this game is not too much of a banked hill. Very gradual grade. Considering we're only at about 5 minutes and 30 seconds, I think we're doing pretty good. Okay. Yes, yes. Look how close those signals come to the top of these roofs. Whoa. They come really close. And I can definitely say I've tried playing Train Sim World 4, I think it is. Particularly because it had the horseshoe curve map. And I gotta say, trying to drive an American train, my God, is it difficult. The British trains are a little easier to get starting control, but there's still a lot. There's a problem I have with some of the Train Sim World games is that it's like you don't have the option of simplicity. Like you are locked in to play it in a realistic manner. And I'm not a big fan of that because it's like I just want to drive the trains. Like there's so many steps that needs to be done, and it's just like there's so many operations, especially in the American trains, that determine how fast you're able to go, how much braking you have, and just everything of that matter. It's difficult. It's hard. This game, this is more my speed. Just put the trains on the rails and just go. Hit the forward button and just go. Just drive it. I love that far more. I'm far more of a fan of that. Alright. Is everybody comfy? Everybody doing good? Good. You'll get there. You'll get there in probably the fastest amount of time you'll ever suspect, because we're going for some right now. Okay. All right. Come on, Gordon. Oh man, we're already up to 9 minutes. Dang. Well, now it's 9 minutes. I like how Gordon isn't perfectly clean. Like, there's a lot of, like, dust and dirt right here. Especially, like, right here. You can see it's, like, around that whistle. It's just black. Because there's just so much dirt and crap that's probably blown out of the whistle from all the coal dust. Because you blow the whistle, and it'll go in the bell, fling out, and probably fling coal dust right on the back here. Oh, there's, like, his roof has, like, a little bits of, like, paint, rust bleeding through the paint and everything. Oh, man. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Hey, buddy. How are you? You doing good? Huh? Are you doing good? I think you're fantastic. Man. Okay. But this isn't where I wanted to go. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, no, not here. This signal? No. I wanted to show how close the signal is to the height of the roof. But I'm not going to be able to do that. Oh, 101 miles. 100. Now. Doing good, doing good. Okay. Alright. We're starting to run up towards where that first bend is. That's going to cause a problem. We're going to switch tracks here coming up. But I think we can go without having to slow down just yet. Probably let off the throttle, let it coast for a bit. let's slow him down a bit. Okay, yeah, here comes that bridge, because right after that bridge is that turn. Slow him down. Or did I miscalculate that? Nope, it's here. Going down to 60 or so. Come on. Slowing down probably a little too soon. Whoa! We almost lost the tender there. Whoa, boy. Oh my god. That would have sucked. That would have been about 12 and a half minutes just ruined there. Jesus. Oh, here's a good one. Look how close this is. Okay, that wasn't a good shot of that. Okay, here's a good shot. Look how close this comes. It is right there. They got the height of that down to a T. So no, you could probably hit that turn. You could probably hit that switch at about 60 to 65. It's just a matter of slowing down to perfectly hit that at that point, and then getting sped back up again. This is like the only speed run you could honestly do in the game. Put Gordon with this and then just roll it. Because you can't really speed run anything else in the game because it's all based on timetables. Alright, the viaduct. One of the quite numerous amount of viaducts that are in this game. There's like 5 or 6 that I've realized. Wi-Fi disconnected. Why did the Wi-Fi disconnect? Oh, my phone woke up for that. Reaching 14 minutes and 30 seconds now. Man, you could go 90 on here. And I don't think Gordon can honestly hit that right now. Coming up to Henry's Tunnel now. After that is Vickerstown. Okay. It's gonna be close. Start slowing them down. Let them coast for a bit. Okay, we're at 16 minutes. I don't think we're gonna make it. No, because I'm trying to coast him in, and you need to really get the timing on that perfect. Oh, so I've now slowed down way too late. Damn it! We got there at like 17:05. God damn it. Oh, well, whatever. Screw it. Oh, my God. Okay. Let's do some of the story stuff. No, not that one. What's with this? Oh. Let's do some of the episodes here. Let's do some of the stories. There we go.
Thomas and Gordon.
Yay.
Thomas.
Right, I'm gonna reset this because I didn't hit my goddamn recording. Okay, there we go.
Thomas and Gordon.
I can't click anything in this mode right now.
Thomas is a tank engine who lives at the big station on the island of Sodor.
Oh boy.
He has 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome.
Even though the dome in the funnel is taller than Gordon's.
Fussy little engine too. Always pulling coaches about, getting them ready for the big engines to take on long journeys.
Yay.
And when trains arrive at the station, he pulls the empty coaches away so that the big engines can go and rest. Thomas thinks no engine works as hard as he does. He loves playing tricks on them, especially Gordon, the biggest and proudest engine of all. Thomas likes whistling cheekily at him. Wake up, lazy bones. Why don't you work hard like me?
Uh-huh.
One morning, Thomas found it hard to wake up. His fire went out and there wasn't enough steam.
Those pressure gauges say otherwise.
It was nearly time for the express, but the coaches weren't ready. At last, Thomas started.
Mm-hmm.
He fussed into the station.
We're still going.
Hurry up, you, said Gordon, and bring me my coaches. Hurry yourself, replied Thomas. Yes, said Gordon, I will.
Oh, here we go. He still has to respond. Oh. Switching the gear. Here we go. I can get started faster than you. See ya. Very awkward because you have to control this camera with the arrow keys. Okay. Switch her into reverse. Switch them into reverse. Nope, that's brake. There we go. Look how massive this yard is. There's so much stuff here. It's such a massive yard. Oh, there's just freight cars sitting there. Huh. Cool. Neat. Okay. Why do I need to go to the turntable? Well, probably just get past the points here. And now forward. Okay, we are on the right one. Approach it steady. Oh, don't stop. Wait. Your buffers barely meet them. So low. That is not effective. That would be very not effective. Okay, where are we bringing them to? Forward. You got it. Yeah, you looking here, it's just like, can barely see anything, so we have to go off of what we know. Uh-huh. There's so much stuff in here. Yeah, right. Bringing them up. As indicated, where's the indicator at? I don't know. Stop at this location. Okay. Where's the indicator going? Nope. Oh, it's literally drive it backwards until you get there. Okay. Great. Then reverse. Backwards. Oh my god. There we go. Yeah, we can speed it up through here. Let's do it. Come on now. You know what? When I got into a pass and went to take a train down to Florida, I actually got to see them build the train like this. It was really cool. Like, it was pretty cool watching them put the train together. There's a speedometer in here? Interesting. You could put a speedometer in you, but they can't put a speedometer in an American steam train? Come on, that's kind of nonsensical. Move up to the front here so we can get a good view of our hookup. Inch her on forward. And a little bit more. There we go.
Gordon hadn't forgiven Thomas for waking him up from this nap. As soon as the last passenger had climbed on board, he started up so quickly that there was no time to uncouple Thomas.
Head to the next stop to teach Thomas a lesson. Okay. Switchboard. Let's go. Our driver, there's no driver in Gordon. He's just on his own. Come along, Thomas. We got about 4 miles to go, and we gotta get there as fast as we can.
Stop! Stop! Come on, keep up, called Gordon.
Head to the next stop and teach Thomas a lesson. You got it. Here we go. No, not that one. This one. Thomas's POV. That's not Thomas's POV. Gordon's POV. There we go. Here we go, as fast as we can. He is not having a good time. Whoa. Oh my God, we're in Thomas's view. Are we? No, we're in Gordon's view. We'll just stay here like this for this. I don't care. Yeah, I do. Bye, Thomas.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! Laughed Gordon. Poor Thomas was going faster than he had ever gone before. He was out of breath and his wheels hurt him, but he had to go on.
On we go. If anybody has not ridden in a train, it's actually quite nice. It's really nowhere different than riding in a car, except you have far more leg room, because as far as Amtrak is concerned, they give you a lot. They give you a lot of leg room.
Stop, please!
The express is here. We're not stopping for anything. It's from point A to point B with no interruptions. Right? Coming on up on it. There we go. Really?
At last, they stopped at a station. Well, little Thomas, chuckled Gordon, now you know what hard work means, don't you? Thomas was uncoupled, and he felt very silly and exhausted. Poor Thomas puffed slowly away to rest and had a long, long drink.
We don't get to do that ourselves.
After that, he was careful to never be cheeky to Gordon again.
Complete the story of Thomas. Okay. Yay. Total time. Yay. Okay. Thomas goes fishing. Sure. That's a good one. That's a funny one. Yep.
Thomas goes fishing. When Thomas puffed along his branch line, he always looked forward to something special. The sight of the river. As he rumbled over the bridge,
There doesn't seem to be much of an actual river there.
Thomas often wanted to stay and watch. One day, Thomas stopped as usual to take on water at the station by the river. Out of order? Bother! I'm thirsty. Never mind, Thomas, said his driver. We'll get some water from the river.
Yep.
They found a bucket and some rope and went to the bridge.
Yeah, we found some. We need to get some water to fill up your side tanks. Otherwise, you won't be able to steam at all. What pumping system, bro? It's a manual pumping system. How do you break a manual pumping system? How can that be out of? I call malarkey. Climb down from the cab. Okay, let me out, please. Oh, hi, bucket. What? Okay. This might take a bit.
That's good, puffed Thomas happily.
You gotta do this several times. It's a big tank, and this is a very tiny bucket. This might take a bit, people. Give us some time. Again! Do it again! What? Get back in the cab. Oh, you can stop freaking out now. Close the door. Get back in the driver's seat. Okay. We can go now. You'll all be happy once you get to wherever you're going. Okay. Right. Yep. Platform for freight, farm-based freight. Oh, that's the windmill. There's a windmill for the opening scene from for the intro. Very nice. Okay. Okay. You think I need to slow down, but then I remember Thomas doesn't really move that fast. Unlock doors. You got it. I think it's why it is. Everybody get in. I'm in. Yes. No, get me in here. No, I want in. Yes. Okay. You can take the number. You can take the 3 camera wherever you want, really, which is really nice. I've managed to glitch out the free camera because I took it through a tunnel, and then I ended up in the underground, and then I couldn't get back onto the tracks. I was locked out of the tracks, which was very funny. This is such a nice little game. Oh, here we go. Coming up to something that we can stop for. Because I guess we don't have to. We don't have to be slowing down because we're not that close. Okay. There we go. Coming on up. Little more, little more, little more, little more. Here we go. Nope. Everybody doing nice and well? How are you, Annie? You don't look all too happy. How are you? Clarabelle? No. Okay. Fine by me.
Suddenly, Thomas began to feel a pain in his boiler. Oh dear, groaned Thomas. I think I'm going to burst. I've got such a pain. I've got such a pain.
Mmm. Well, we'll go off anyway. Hey. I'm not whistling at the crossings. I should be doing that. Done couple. Okay.
They stopped just outside the last station, uncoupled Annie and Clarabelle, and ran Thomas, who was still groaning, onto a siding right out of the way.
I'll move you just right along here. Don't worry about it.
Then, while the guard telephoned for an engine inspector, the driver found a notice with large letters, which he hung on Thomas in front and behind. Danger, keep away. Soon, the inspector and Sir Topham Hatt arrived. Cheer up, Thomas, they said. We'll soon put you right. The driver told them what had happened. So the feed pipe is blocked, said the inspector. I'll just look in the tanks. He climbed up and peered in. Then he came down. Excuse me, sir. Please look in the tank and tell me what you see. Certainly, Inspector, replied Sir Topham Hatt. He clambered up, looked in, and nearly fell off in surprise. Inspector, he whispered, can you see fish?
Oh, no.
Gracious goodness me. How did the fish get there, driver? We must have fished them from the river with our bucket, replied Thomas's driver. Well, Thomas, you and your driver have been fishing. But fish don't suit you. We must get them out. They all took turns fishing in Thomas's tank, while Sir Topham Hatt looked on and told them how to do it. Never mind, Thomas, said Sir Topham Hatt. You will be all right now. There's no need to worry yourself any more. But, he added, I do hope that you and your driver won't go fishing again, as I don't think it suits engines. Do you? No, sir, said Thomas sadly. Engines shouldn't go fishing. It's too uncomfortable.
Okay, that's it then. We're not gonna add the part where they had a nice, lovely fish dinner or fish lunch. Oh well, whatever. It's fine, I guess. Yeah, that seems good. I like that one.
Thomas and Bertie.
We'll do
morning,
one more.
Thomas was waiting at a junction when a red bus arrived.
Hello, Bertie.
Hello, said Thomas. Who are you? I'm Bertie. Who are you? I'm Thomas. I run the branch line. So you're Thomas, eh? I remember now. You got stuck in the snow. I took your passengers and Terence the tractor pulled you out. I've come to help you with your passengers today. Help me, said Thomas. I can go faster than you. You can't, said Bertie. I can, huffed Thomas. I'll race you, said Bertie. Their drivers agreed to the race going ahead. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Come along, come along. We're coming along, we're coming along.
You might get a slow start, but once trains get going, they get going. Well, now that's just deliberately slowing them down to make sure you don't lose distance with them. Ugh. The distance camera is a bit nauseating because it does that. Oh. I'm sticking to number 3. Ugh. Oh, there goes Birdie. They're overshoot a bit, that's fine. Everybody on. Oh, it's an airport. Oh, look at that. Alright. That's the wrong door. That's fine. It auto shuts. Go, go, go! Obviously, Birdie at this point is likely despawned. And they're just gonna set him up somewhere. Oh, nope, there he is. There's Bertie. No. Oh, he has to come down this way. Whoa. Bye, Bertie. Well, we're moving right along here. Ooh. We're really moving. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, everybody right on in. Come on. All right. Close that up. And off we go.
Please, hurry. We need to get back up to speed if we are going to beat Bertie.
Such fun. Wait, these just incomplete rails. Is this supposed to be a part of another rail system here and they just forgot to put it, to build the rest? Oh boy. Like, obviously that's like set dressing. But at the same time it's like, is that incompleted built track? Kind of like to a real life perspective of it. Or farm. Oh, we can just slow her down a bit. Slow them down a bit. Oh, not even slowing them down. I'm just letting it coast. And here we go. I've overshot everything so far. Why stop now? Anybody getting out or getting on? No. Nope. We're just doing the normal branch line at this point. It's not really anything we're doing special. Hello. I was on the phone for a little bit there. Also, happy birthday, Castle. And yes, you guys are the only ones here. You're also the first ones here. Let's get back to pause that. Nope. I don't want to exit. Full speed ahead. Let's go. All right. Yeah. We're currently racing Birdie the bus. I can't see anything. It's very dark. Apparently 35 is as fast as Thomas can go through this tunnel. Oh, we reached 36. There we go. Back to an outside view. Alright. It slowed down here some. Set that down. Apparently I slowed down a little late here. Oh boy. Okay. They will sometimes actually enter the train like this. Of course, there doesn't seem to be any room for them to get in, so they're kind of just bugging out. Yeah, okay. How much more do we have to go? We're just doing the entire branch line. Okay, that's the last station. Thank goodness. It goes on for a while. You gotta forget you're in the midst of like a story-based thing. Because you're just traveling along like normal. Kind of just going by the normal schedule. Oh boy. Either of you guys ridden in an actual why are there cows on the soccer field? Why are there farm animals on the soccer field? What? Is it cows versus pigs and the goat is the ref? What? Oh. What? Yeah. What? 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 What is that? What is that? Okay, I stopped. Did I break it? I think I broke it. Hold on, I'm gonna have to... Okay, so don't go into free camera, because apparently you'll break the game. What is this nonsense? Why did it do that? Well, we get to see the soccer field again. That for some reason has cows and pigs on it, and a donkey. That was the most random thing I think I've ever seen. Oh, I don't even think that's a reference to anything. I think they just did that to be funny. Like, look at this nonsense. What is this? Why? Why is that a thing? God. Is it because I keep overshooting it? I think it's because I keep overshooting it. Oh my god. Game, you're ridiculous. Do it again and again and again. Why is this the one that's going to be finicky? Like, why? Why is this the one that's going to be finicky? It's like, I'm at the station, I am stopped, you could just give me it. And then it, like, makes the whole marker disappear, and it's just like, oh, I get you think I want to be in free mode now. Game's really gonna be finicky about this. Why? Why? Come on. Don't. Thank you.
We've done it.
What
We
the
beat
hell?
Bertie. Well done, Thomas, said Bertie. That was fun, but I think we should have another race to see if I can beat you next time.
Why are you there in the middle of the tracks? Why is that your stop? Purchase troublesome day. No, we're gonna do something different. What I want to do, that's Gordon's Hill. So we're gonna go to Wellsworth here. Press play. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna send each of the trains up Gordon's Hill. And then see how long they can coast for before they finally come to a stop. So they'll all have a distance to try and set. And we are going to use the standarding of this. So we'll take Diesel, uncouple him, then delete him. And first we're going to grab... let's grab Percy. Didn't change recordings on that. Here's the driver's seat. Get on in. Third person, then put the camera in a more reasonable place. Back you up. Okay. And now we're just gonna send you up the hill. He's gonna take forever. Oh my god, I forgot to set someplace to go. Hold on. So we have to set this up again, because screw you, game. I really wish I could run faster than this. Do it again. Unhook it. Delete you. Spawn. Percy. Light logo. Spawn. Drop. Open door. Enter. Close door. Sit. Here. D3. Back you up. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the map. Set path. And we're gonna set path to, once again, like right there. Okay. Wrong way. And now Percy's really slow start. Oh, all of that. Something you are very much not equipped for. Yeah, look at that. Look at the mechanisms in there working hard. Of course, that's the question, if we can even get Percy up Gordon's Hill. Because it's very possible he might not even be able to make it up the hill. Oh no, he's slowing down. I don't think Percy can make it up the hill. And we still got quite a lot of the hill to go. Big saddle tank, get up that hill. Oh, God. Maybe I should have gave him a better run-up. That might have helped. Maybe. Oh, God, 8 miles an hour. Oh my god. It doesn't seem to be dropping from here, so I think 8 miles an hour might be the point. Oh, come on, Percy. This is gonna be a very long climb. Oh, nope, 7. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, this is not good. Our speed is so slowly decaying. Come on, you little green thing, get up there. Why are your drive wheels no bigger than the car wheels? These drive wheels are very tiny. This is a super small chassis you sit on. Holy crap. Oh, good. We're at 6 miles an hour now, but we're nearly at the top. We're nearly there. Big long train for a tiny little engine. Yes, we made it over the top. And we're speeding back up again. Here we go. I'm just gonna keep holding the acceleration until we get to the bottom of the hill. Here we go. We're moving. We're going. How fast can he get? Okay. I'm gonna say the bottom of the hill is where that bridge is at. So we have like a definitive marker of when to let go of the acceleration. And now. Now we just let him coast. Let his speed slowly die down on its own. Take a look around the cab. A little bit of coffee here. Your water gauge. And we got our accelerator. The reverser. Don't know what you do. And we got our speed gauge here. And our pressure gauge. Okay. And we're making it far. The question is, how far will Percy go? Before his speed fully dies down and he stops. Because I think we're currently heading downhill. The hilarious part is, this look right here doesn't look that much more different than close to where I live, heading into the mountains from the railroad. It looks very similar to this. Oh, he's dying down. I think he's heading uphill. Yep, he's going uphill. The bridge! The bridge! Alright. He slowed down quite a lot there. He's still slowing down. Alright. And... wow. Alright, can he make... oh, he made it below 10 miles, so now we can have a slightly more accurate marking point of how far he can coast for. I like the... I'm gonna use Gordon's Hill because they can gain a lot of speed there. So he can make sure that they get the farthest distance. And the main line's so long, it's like, yeah, that works. 9 miles. 8 miles. 7. 6. 5. 3. 2. 1. And 0. And he has now stopped. Okay. So he can make it to... he is now starting to roll backwards. Oh, no. He's rolling backwards now. How far will he go backwards? Oh, God. I didn't think he would start rolling backwards. But here he goes. Oh, God, no. Oh, no. There he goes. Why is the bell tower going off? Wow, he's getting a lot of speed going backwards. Jeez. He's still speeding up. He is still speeding up. Wow. How far will he go? How fast will he go? Oh, well. He went until he failed to pass the signal. Okay, we're gonna do this again. So we know how far Percy can make it. This time, let's see how far Thomas can make it. Because I feel like he would probably be the next strongest. Let's see here. So we need to spawn in Diesel with his big long train. Once again, we're gonna uncouple you. Click on you to make sure I have you selected. Delete you. And now we do this. Spawn train. Select Thomas. Light Loco. And get you as close as we can so I don't have to drive backwards that far. That's fine. Get on in. Boop. And now... set you forward. Make sure I have path set. And we're just going to set you to platform 2 here. Even though I know you cannot make that. And we're going to send you forward. Up Gordon's Hill and down the other side. See if you can make it up the hill more successfully than Percy did. Oh, yeah, you have all sorts of crankshafts and everything underneath here. Look at that. Oh my god, look at all that work. Okay, yeah, if you ever wondered why Thomas doesn't have pistons, there are his pistons right there. His pistons are underneath him. This is how some British trains like this work. It's like the operation is overall the same. It's just that instead of having exterior pistons in the front, their pistons are underneath them. And they simply have the drive bar. Or yeah, they just simply have like the connecting bar for their drive wheels. That is something you did not... That is something you really didn't see with American trains. But it's something that is a lot more common with British trains. So that's how that works if you ever pondered why or how. Okay. Thomas hit the hill at a better speed, so that's good. Probably won't take... He's definitely climbing this hill far more successfully. Percy's definitely the weakest engine in this game. Makes sense. He's the tiniest. He has the smallest wheels. And he only has 4 drive wheels compared to Thomas here, who has 6. And is also bigger. So it only makes sense. So we don't have to spend like 10 minutes climbing the hill. Also, I'm using the big long freight train because one, this is the longest default lineup. Yeah, preset in the game. Of course, you can make it longer just by spawning multiples of these things in. But I like this because it's like, if they go uphill, it will drag them more. If they go downhill, it will push them more. In doing the long distance with Gordon, yeah, you can drive as fast as you want down this line, and it does not matter. You won't derail unless you switch tracks. Here we go. Oh yeah, he's climbing speed far quicker. I think Percy reached 54 miles an hour, I think. I think that was the fastest we could get him at. Let's see how fast we can get Thomas to go. Seven, 58, 59. Ooh. Coming up on the bridge now. And we let go of his accelerator now. 61. Wow. Yeah, you should be coasting for a long time. Let's see if we can get underneath him better. Nope. Come on, get me underneath you. Okay. And we're below the map. Hi, Thomas. Okay, so it was this bridge where it switches from downhill to uphill. Yeah, right here. So Percy would have kept rolling back until he got to there. Let's watch Thomas cross this bridge. Eventually. You can hear him. I love that they added in a Doppler effect. That is really nice. Alright, we're hitting this station going just about 13 miles faster than Percy was. Yeah, we're slowing down a lot now, though. I think we've now passed the point where Percy was at, because that signal would have stopped us when we were rolling back. So that means the train was not past that signal, so it didn't count for anything. And we still got 20 miles to die down from. Where do you go? Oh, yeah, there's a double set of gates here, even though it's not enough to even fit a car into. You gotta love this. The junction house sitting right above it, which is actually a pretty good viewpoint. So we've made it to now the next station, which is Kildane. Still just going along. I think it's might have flattened out by now. Or maybe we're still climbing hill. It's where it's flattened out, and that's a downhill. Or I think that's downhill. And we're just kind of on a flat section right here. So it is possible Thomas might get to a point where he starts going back downhill again. That is if he doesn't stop first. Just gotta sit and wait. Nope, he's gonna stop. 3, 2, 1. 0 now and halt. Is he gonna start rolling backwards? Oh, well, his car's adjusted. Nope, he's on a flat. So this is where he stays. 9.7 miles. He only made it 0.1 miles further than Percy did. Interesting. I know I don't want the camp. Get out of that. Okay, where's... That's Gordon's Hill, okay. Please exit before attempting. Okay, fine. Well, then let me... Let me out! Okay, just so we know there's nothing on the tracks and we're not busting into Thomas. Okay, yeah, here's... Yeah, that's Gordon's Hill right here. Okay, so now we teleport ourselves back to here. Alright. Now we do this with... We'll do it with Diesel. He's the next biggest. We'll see how far he can go. Okay. Yep. Luckily, because it's your train, we don't even have to do anything. We can just get right on in. Oh my god, I hate how you can't just go right on in. Driver's seat right here. Such simpler controls for a diesel train. Oh my god, that is so creepy. No, we're set. And we just drive it forward. Get this big bustling thing moving. God damn it. Because if I do checkpoint, it's just going to set me back in Thomas. And... that worked out so well, too. God damn it, game. The one part I hate about this is the one annoying part that I really hate about this game. The fact that you have to obey the signals in free roam mode. And you can't just, drive stuff wherever. So if you have like this whole thing like set up, if you have like a whole thing set up to just play along with, you have to do it. You have to make sure everything is set right and ready to go. Instead of, just drive the thing and just have a fun time without having to say, I want to go specifically here. Set the reverser, put it in forward, get diesel going. I very much wonder how far fast diesel will go. Because this is his train, so he should be able to haul this pretty good without much problem. The thing is, I don't know. Yeah, how are you functioning underneath? Same thing, yeah, a whole lot of crankshafts under here. Holy crap. The fact that he has a bar for his drive wheels is just so weird. Oh, he's losing power. Okay, he cannot climb this hill better than Thomas can. Oh, God. Don't tell me the train that has the longest thing cannot do what the freaking steam engines can do. Like, he's an early diesel, so early diesels are kind of garbage. They're not that great. But do not tell me he's weaker than Thomas when he has this long of a train of haul. Of course, listen to that engine. That sounds like an old pickup truck. Probably because they both run off of diesel. He's taking this slightly slower than Thomas did. So it's not great, but it's not terrible. He is rocking a lot. You can see him kind of like rocking up and down a bit here. Yeah, you see that? Right there. Like, he's rocking quite a bit. Yet now he's officially taking this slower than Thomas by a lot. By quite a bit. He's still faster than Percy, who at this point was at like 6 miles an hour. Thomas, I think, managed it at 18 or 17. He was a lot faster. Oh, well, keep pushing him. Keep doing it. Yep, now we crest the hill, so now we can start picking some speed up. Let's see how fast Diesel can get to. Okay. Hey, you can hear that engine now pushing. Holy. I could definitely say he probably has the easiest view to see out of. He barely managed to get back. He's already slowing down. Okay. He managed to get just barely faster than Percy. Thomas was able to breach 60. He's only at 55, and I think Percy only managed like 51. So he might have an easier time hauling this length, but his own build, but he definitely does not have the ability to hold a lot of speed. This is honestly a good test to like test the mechanics of these trains to see how unique of the build they have. Percy is obviously the weakest, he's the smallest. He has a hard time getting going, he has a hard time getting up steep grades. And even getting up to and even giving him the ability to like top his speed out doesn't really do all that much. He's going downhill and he's slowing down. Thomas, on the other hand, can coach for a lot more, has an easier time taking grades, getting up to speed, and has a lot higher of a top speed when you allow him to get to it. Diesel here, he might have he's better at getting going, but he can't take grades nearly as well. Still decently, but not nearly as well. Getting up to a top speed, he's really not that much more better than Percy, and being able to coast, he's slowing down quite a lot. So there's obviously a lot in his mechanism that's like holding him down and holding him back. I thought he would have done a lot better, but apparently no. I'd be shocked if he could get past Percy's distance at this rate. Well, he might. What speed is he going to be at when he gets to this station here? What the actual fuck is this? It's Thomas! We're playing with trains! Say hello to Diesel! And these cars with faces on them, which look very creepy from here. Right now, we're testing out to see how far we can get these trains to go from going down a steep hill. You know what? He might actually still be Percy's distance. He might. Let's see here. $9.9. It's gonna be close. He's at 9.8. I think he has made it further than Percy, but again, just like his speed, not by much. He's made it about the same distance. Oh yeah, you can lower the windows in him, which is really interesting. Look at that. He's not rolling backwards. Of course, he also might have e-brakes on that I've left. Nope, I don't want to. I wanted to close the door. Okay, whatever. Okay, now let's teleport back to here. This time when we spawn a train, so you just play with trains. Yes. Now this time when we set down, not run trains. What do you mean run trains? You mean like a model railroad? No. If you want to do that, you can do that in Transport Fever, which is really all I do in that game. I don't play it right. Okay, grab Diesel here. That. Spawn. Undo that. And next we shall do... let's do Emily. No, let's do James. Let's do James. Okay. Give me a better view so I can hook things up right. You know what I mean, and I'm not talking about steam engines. Shut up. No, I don't know what you mean, and nor do I care to know what you mean. I like the overhead here is more that of a diesel train, like a modern electric diesel train, than whatever the heck you're actually doing. I kind of find that just funny. Okay, put it in drive. Well, let's go. Put it in drive. Put it in forward. Come on. Let's get James up the hill. Let's see how well James can do in this challenge. Let's see what he has going on under here. Yep, there's his piston work. He has the same underwork as Thomas does. Makes sense. Like he's also an under piston train with 3 drive wheels that are about the same size as Thomas's. Okay, he can get up to a far more faster speed. Holy. He's taking this like a champ. Now we're getting into it. Oh, so I forgot to put in a new recording. There we go. New recording. This will not make any sense when it goes to YouTube. As its own video, but whatever. Okay, so he hits going 44, so far better pickup, far better taking grades. Yeah, now we're really working with the more powerful trains now. So these guys should coast for a very long time. Presumably. I'd be shocked if they couldn't. Okay, let's see how fast James can get up to. He's already past Thomas. Well, no. He's past Diesel's and Percy's speed. He's past Thomas's speed now. And we're not even down the hill yet. Go, go, go! Oh my god! Look at him go! Now we're getting some speed. Oh my god, 77, 78. '79. Can he reach 8 before the bridge? No. But he is moving. Look at that. He is thundering along here. We're gonna meet him up ahead. So we're just gonna set the camera here. You can't hear him yet. And we're just gonna wait. Perfect timing. Yeah, look at him go. Holy. Yeah, now he's starting to slow down because he's going uphill now. Yep. All right. Go, James, go. Yeah, we're going through here at 54. He's definitely gonna really push it. But he's really slowing down now. Okay. Brr. Whoa, what, did you see that guy climb those stairs? He like teleported partway up it. Okay, he's gonna pass Thomas's point. Done. Did it. Wow. Oh, jeez. No. I'm in a good view. No. There he is. No, this is downhill, so he's starting to speed back up again. Yeah, look how small his, like, this is his firebox. This jutting out point right. Look how small the firebox is. And the reason is because you have to manually stoke it. You can only put in a shovel so far, so being able to manually soak it, it can only be so big. He will eventually slow down and stop. This will just take some time. he's still speeding up. Oh, God. Oh. I guess it's saved for the checkpoint because the Steam did a glitchy thing. Up now, he's slowing back down again. Yeah, that marker isn't based on length of track we need to travel. It's literally based on a straight line. Like, 9.1 miles is a straight line from here to there. So it's not really the most accurate thing. So because that's directly that way, it'll probably be at 9.1 miles for a little while. Because we've clearly traveled more than 0.1 miles in that time. So by how much more far these guys can actually travel down the line, I don't know. But how much more closer in a straight line they are to Vickerstown? Yes, that is a little bit more determined. And we're going back up in speed again. This is somewhere I wish there was a fast forward button. I think we're going uphill. Yep. Well, we've made it below 40 now. 8.5 miles, 8.4. How close can we get? There we go. His tender is very rocky. Look at that thing wobble. Look at how much that tender is wobbling. That thing must have some crazy suspension on it to be rocking around that much. And we're speeding back up again. We made it down to 33. And we're still going. Oh, how fast will he go this time? Notice how far we're going. I haven't even hit the accelerator or the brakes. It's literally just him going on his own. through pure momentum. Oh, I don't think that's gonna change that much. I meant to move the camera and I accidentally hit accelerator. God damn it. I tried to counter it with the brakes. I hope that... whatever. Hey, you can pretty much watch this test if you want, but I don't think that's gonna make much of a difference. Yeah, we're going back uphill again. Let's see how much we can slow down. If not, stop entirely. Okay. Hey, we made it below 30. It's like an achievement at this point. Can we get below 30 miles an hour? Can we get below 20 before he starts speeding back up again? He really goes. Okay, I think that's the crest of a hill right there, so... Here's the test. Will he stop before it speeds him back up again? If not, we're gonna ride for about another mile. Hi, hello. He's not gonna... I don't think he's gonna stop before he crosses that hill. I think he's gonna get... I think he's gonna pick speed back up again. Hit down to 14. We're speeding back up again. Nope, 13. Yep, there we go. Now we're speeding back up. Down a new hill. There it goes. There he goes. James is very rocky. He rocks quite a lot. Especially his tender. His tender seems to be kind of unstable. Oh boy, there he goes. There he goes. Oh dear. Hey. Yep. We're still climbing in speed. Oh. I guess we're right on the top of the brake van. We're really climbing in speed again. Here we go. Oh no. Well, at least we know we'll make the track switch here without derailing. He's not going nearly fast enough for that. Yeah, I've noticed that James doesn't have as much, like, dirtying or smudging on him like Gordon does. Gordon had a lot of smudging all over him and dirt. James is a lot more clean. Which is fine. Just makes me ponder a little bit of why. Oh, we're back up to 45. Oh, God. It's gonna take him so long to slow down. Oh, boy. Okay. Come on, keep slowing down. Come on. At this point, I just want him to stop. Oh, God, no, he's speeding up again. Or no, no, he's speeding up. Here we go. It is nice cruising speed, but my God, he does not slow down here. Well, he's trying to slow down. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. Okay, we're back below 20 again after so very long. $13. Oh, it's a new low. It's a new low. Nine. Come on, 8. Six. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And he stopped. Oh, there are cows up here. They moo. Huh. Well, Jane stopped at 2.9 miles. Good lord. He went far. He went very far. Okay, next train. Well, we now have to teleport ourselves way back over here. Okay. Now let's do it with Emily, I say. Okay, get in our spot. Diesel, U, spawn, X. Same thing as before. There she is. The art piece that was actually extremely useful as an operational train. I think that's the story behind the Sterlings, that this thing was honestly just an art piece thing, just like it wasn't meant to be an actual service, and then it became something that was actually extremely good at real service. Okay. We all hooked up. Should be. Yep. It's hooked up. Ready, Emily? Look at that happy little face. Off we go. Fuck! God, you suck, game. I do all that again. Oh, because if you go backwards first, then it registers that direction, not the one you want. I like how there's large chunks of coal in here. Here, yes, let's. The wrong way. Her happy little face. Oh, Emily, you're adorable. Right. How well can she take the hill? Where is your whistle here? Oh, it's that. Okay, she actually can't take this hill all that well. I'm actually kind of amazed by that. I thought she would have been a little bit stronger than Jane's, but apparently no. She actually can't take this hill all that well. She could take it better than the other three. But not by that much. She is shockingly not strong. I thought she would be. I thought she would be pretty strong considering she has one gigantic wheel. Well, I guess that doesn't really mean anything. That's more for speed than it is anything else. So as far as going up, great. So as far as getting going, she's above Thomas and Percy, but below Diesel. But as far as being able to take a grade, she's above all three of them. Let's see how fast she can go downhill. Yeah, look at her. All right. So she can get, yeah, she can get above the speed of all three. That's about as far as she can get is 66. And off. Alright. So presumably she should get to where that first... She should more than get past the crossing and then probably get to where that first downhill is. So she should be able to manage that. she's really dropping its speed though. That was the one thing that got me with I think Thomas and Percy is that they kept their speed for the most part going downhill. James obviously did. Diesel really didn't, and Emily seems to be degrading in her speed quite a bit as well. Of course, she's probably not able to go fast. Her typical speed is probably about 50, maybe. Because I know James can hit about 60 on any good flat run. Okay, now we're going uphill. Let's see. .43 hitting this station. Okay. Yeah, we're really dying down in speed. I thought she would have been a little bit more stronger. Apparently no. We're already at 30. Now we're on the flat portion. She might make the hill before her speed dies down completely. But it might be close. It might be very close. You know what? I think she'll make it because she's not even at 20. Well, now she's at 20. And it's right there. Hmm. Yep, nope, she's still slowing down. $11, $10. Huh. I think it was the thing is, she's on the downhill, so I think she coasted for a little bit longer than she may usually have, but I'm surprised. so, so happy. She's so happy. I'm surprised she only made it just slightly further than Thomas did. That's amazing. Okay. Okay. Okay, now this time let's set path before we get going. So now it's Gordon's turn. Last one. Just get a new recording going. Okay. Yeah, let's get Gordon up on here. And that'll do it. So you. Yep. That. Now we gotta walk really far because Gordon is a big boy. But I guess not as big of a boy as I thought he was. Still a big boy, though. Right, your driver's seat's on this side for some reason. The only one that's on the right side, that's on the left side. Okay, so 3D. Back up. Nope. Set you forward. Set your pass so we don't have to do this nonsense again. Confirm, and let's go. Yeah, now, I don't know how Gordon's gonna do, because in the case, James is a mixed traffic engine. He can do freight and passengers, so it makes sense that he has a good get up and go. Gordon is just strong, but is built for passenger work, so it'll be interesting to see how well he does here. Okay, so we're not gonna hit the hill. Okay, so he's a little bit weaker than James on trying to get up the hill. Because James, I think, was hitting like 44. Of course, he's still climbing in speed. But he's definitely not as good at... So James has the best get up, get up and go. And is able to take grades the best. Gordon's not too far behind that as far as being able to take grades. Alright, well, at least we're at the top of it now. Let's see, how fast can you go down it with a freight train? We'll probably breach 100. Yeah, look at the back of Gordon's tender here. Look at how much coal dust is back here, because you can see the blue paint underneath from all the glaring. So this is all just dirt. Gordon is definitely a train that works. Okay, we've reached 80. Interesting. He only went 1 mile faster. Well, at least he's happy. Like, I have no doubt Gordon will probably coach for a very long time as well, but I'm actually shocked at how lesser his ability to take hills and get going is. So that makes James probably the most efficient train in this game. But as far as being able to keep speed and go distance-wise without having to use the accelerator, I'm interested to see how well that goes. Okay, we're at 59 here. Mm-hmm. Guess the camera wants to be over here now. I needed to do this. Okay, so he's now at 39. But now we're gonna hit this downhill. I think he dropped lower than James did. I think he did. Okay, so now we're going back up in speed again. Okay. Alright. We're still climbing in speed. Oh, we're still climbing. Is this still downhill? It doesn't seem like it. I guess it is. Interesting. Well, now we're dropping in speed again. I guess we're on a flat spot because he's not dropping in speed any. Not really. Oh boy. Okay, now we might be on an uphill. Yeah, now it's just coasting pretty good at 46. It's not changing from that. Now we're going downhill again. Even if this was like the traveling speed at 50 miles an hour, this would be pretty nice. Just a nice steady speed. That's probably a fun thing if you're a driver on these lines and you do this every day. And you just traverse the same route every day. You just know that line. Or if you're aware of the weight or you're aware of the limitations of the track, you probably could just open up the engine, let it get up to a speed, release it, and then just let the train just carry itself for miles. And only have to slow down for where you know you need to slow down, and speed up for where you know you need to speed up. Or when it starts to slow down too much. Otherwise, it could just be this. Just let it ride for miles. Not even touch the thing. No, we're slowing down quite a lot now. We're now below 40 again. Oh, we're speeding up again. So I think Gordon can carry distance and speed better than James. Because he definitely is. Because I think James was got below, quite a bit below 40 before then picking up. Gordon barely got below 40 and then started picking up. And it makes sense. Like, he's built for speed. So it should make sense that he's able to carry it better. But if he's going to go as far as James did, that means we got a long way to go before he finally stops. That's the part I'm not looking forward to. That's going to be a while. Of course, he's slowing down a lot right here. But we're now getting close to that point where it's basically a slide down to where that switch track is. Okay, so Yeah, here comes that bridge up there. We're now below 30. Well, not yet. Now we're below 30. And we're on a flat spot, so we'll probably just be dying down a bit with the weight of the car still heading up the hill. And now we're on a down slope, which now means he's trying to start picking speed back up again. Okay, I think, yeah, he's carrying speed far better than James, because I think James got down to like 13 and then hit this point. Gordon's was at 24. So he should definitely go farther. But now we have like a 2 mile, now we have like a 1.5 mile slide down a hill. Okay, let's see what he does. Okay. Here's the other bridge. Thanks, game. Over our wooden trestle bridge here. And now at 47 miles an hour, hitting the switch track. Let's see how well he takes that. Pretty good. No problems there. It shouldn't be far too long before he finally comes to a stop. And by that I mean probably about another 1.5 miles. At least. At least. Oh, 40. Eight. He's really traveling. No, it's gonna go back up in speed again because he's now heading downhill a little bit. So if we just go along here, we will find that here's that bridge. James stopped right here where these cows are. Granted, I still pressed the accelerate for a few seconds on him accidentally, and then tried making it up for the brakes, so that might have an effect. But if Gordon far surpasses that, then I don't think there's anything that could have been done there. I don't think James would have made it much more further or lesser. Especially considering we're hitting that point now at about 30 miles an hour. And James was at about 20. Of course, Gordon is slowing down quite a bit. He is slowing down quite a bit. This is all uphill, so Gordon will stop soon enough. Maybe we reached the point where James stopped. Gordon's now passing that point. Is now past that point. There you go. The tunnels are just up ahead. Yeah. There we go. He's made it to here. So James and Gordon will stop at about the same point, despite everything. So Gordon can take distance maybe a little bit further. Again, because of my interference, James probably would have stopped or sooner, a little bit sooner, or maybe would have kept going for a little bit longer. But I don't think it would have been enough to get past where Gordon is at. Overall, those two can basically go to about the same point, which is kind of impressive. Gordon can go a lot faster, but I guess in overall, he can't carry speed as much. He can only go faster, but he still loses speed quicker. Because with James, he can't go nearly as fast, but he can go just as far. So that's interesting. But that is going to finish that. I don't really have much more I want to do today with this. Maybe I'll come back, do some more story stuff, but whatever. Or just mess around a little bit more. But I know this is a fun game. I hope they add in some more of the other characters into this, and a lot more, because I know there's more to the map that they don't have, along with a whole lot of other stuff. So I'm excited to see what more gets done with this. So with that, thanks everybody for joining in. I hope you've enjoyed this, and scheduled start at 0. Yeah. What is this? This is a speed. Man, I should have looked at that. That's an interesting line. Oh, that's from one of the intros. Hmm. Hmm. Cool. Well, there is no run. I've tried that. There is no run. All right. That'll be that. Thank you, everybody. See you later.